Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 3rd. We're going to jump right in here, Leo. You have this writer card. It says, words are magic. Make the use them to manifest more abundance. You have this unlocking card. It says, what was locked can now be open. So you could be using your words to unlock new potential in your life. You always get these cards of your words, so I would definitely watch your words. As always, Leo, make sure that you're speaking about yourself and your life more positively with this energy. You also, on that unlocking card, it says you have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitation. Damn. So I like that there, Leo. I think that a lot of you could be, you cannot make this up. This card says, watch your words. So there you go. Definitely time to watch your words. But I would be speaking, your abundance, or I would be speaking abundant words so that you can manifest more abundance clearly in your life. You have the Six of Swords, the Hermit, and the Eight of Cups coming up in your first row here. The Six of Swords is about moving on to calmer shores, improvements coming in for you. So I think that you are moving on to calmer shores. I really feel Leo is focused on, creating long-term security. Even your last card is the Four of Pentacles. So I feel for a lot of you with that Four of Pentacles, it's like you are trying to do things that, create more long-term security in your life. And I feel like that's what you are moving towards with the Six of Swords. I also feel that some of you have to let go of past concerns. There might be, and I'm speaking very generally here, this could be in all areas of your life. I think there are things that happened in the past that are concerns, right? And I feel this is saying that you need to kind of release those concerns moving forward so that you don't attract them again, whatever they are. Could be worries about money, about love, whatever. I feel like you're in a situation, it's almost like a little bit of anxiety that I get here, where it's like saying there are things from the past that make you feel a little bit anxious, and it's just asking you to let go of those things. And this is probably why, because you have the Hermit. The Hermit has gone through a dark night of the soul, and he's learned a lot about his journey. He's learned a lot about, what he needs to take action on and do in his life. And now he has his inner light there in the lantern, and all he has to do is shine that inner light. So all you have to do is show that you have learned from the past. It's just that simple. It's like, are you adopting new habits, or are you learning new things that will prevent, past concerns from popping back up? As long as you're doing that, they'll never happen again, right? If you're not doing it, then they will. So I think this is basically saying you have nothing to worry about, Leo. You have the Eight of Cups. Yes, you're walking away from things that have caused problems. Really, the story of the Eight of Cups is that he's walking away from a less than favorable situation. So those 8 cups are, something where something is missing. There's one cup there missing, and he's walking in a new direction because, he has to eclipse something out of his life. This is the only card in the tarot where there's an eclipse on it right here. And so I feel for a lot of you that you have or are eclipsing things that no longer serve you out of your life. It's just that simple, right? So let's see what we get for you here, Leo. With the Six of Swords, you have this Flattery card. This is a card of kind of someone flirting with you. We're going to go this way. We go down to Lovers. So if you want new love, I've been saying to everyone this summer is really good for love, and there could be a new person who more sees eye to eye with you. These two faces are facing away from each other. These two are facing towards each other. So I do feel that you could be attracting a person where it's like you see more eye to eye. With the Hermit, you have the Order card. I think you're bringing order into your life, order out of chaos. And so maybe the Hermit is saying that your dark night of the soul, maybe the past many years, has been pretty chaotic. And now you are bringing order to what you have been through by, again, adopting the habits of success, or, learning, implementing the things that you have learned through the challenging experiences that you've gone through. So it's a pretty powerful reading. I mean, there is love here, but again, I think this is one of those readings that's more all about you. I think this reading is more talking about you in a lot of ways. And that's pretty much what I get there. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Ostentation card. This card kind of says that you've learned the difference between something that's real and something that's fake. I almost feel like the Ostentation card is saying that, this right here is kind of maybe an illusion. And maybe sometimes when you start something, you build up this vision in your head, which is fine. But then when that vision isn't met, you get disappointed. And so I feel like this is saying it's almost like you're being more realistic, or you are. It's like it's not that you're not getting excited, because I think we should get excited about big things that we're working on. Of course, it's not like that. It's more that I just think maybe you're being a little bit more orderly. Maybe you're allowing things to happen in order. I also feel like maybe if things don't work out right away, you're not getting disappointed. You're just saying like it's just not working right now, and you're not allowing it to ruin whatever you're working on, right? So I think you're kind of maybe giving things more time, or you're just allowing a vision to develop instead of getting disappointed if it doesn't work out right away, right? Next by the way, I'm doing past, present, future. You have this higher power card and this Y card. So I feel that you have been being guided in new directions. I actually feel like you shouldn't be asking why. I feel this is saying that, there are some questions maybe you have, like about why aren't certain things working out in my life, or, why can I not manifest certain experiences, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like the higher power card is saying, well, actually, you're being guided towards, exactly what you want, but you just have to, not really question the path that you're on right now. I think you're kind of being led in a direction. You have the Two of Wands always, every single time. I'm pretty sure every reading you have this card with me. Two of Wands all about leaving a comfort zone. So Leo, everything you want is out in the world. He's standing here at the top of his castle, and he has to take the lead to make something happen. He has the whole world in his hands. It's like you have the whole world in your hands. You have open the floodgates of abundance, but I think you have to leave a comfort zone to get that. And a comfort zone is probably something, for Leo, I feel it's very specific. It's probably something you've been doing for like 20 years, because Pluto is like moving into your opposite sign. And so, according to Chris's crappy astrology here, if I were a Leo, I would be looking at whatever I've been doing for the last 20 years. And I would say, what needs to change? What comfort zone could I leave? Or what story has been repeating itself? What story do I tell myself as well? The words, 2 cards here that say, watch your words. And so I would be asking yourself those questions. And you don't have to be perfect, right? You don't have to do this overnight, but I would start, changing those stories that repeat. You have the Five of Cups here. The Five of Cups, he has to turn around and see these 2 cups so he can get this bridge and this castle over here. So the Five of Cups, again, can be about regrets or sadness. But in your case, the Five of Cups is your center card. The Five of Cups, the center card is the most important card in these 9-card spreads that I do. And the Five of Cups is really about needing to realize that something has run its course, these 3 cups, and now there's 2 cups behind you. There's something new that you have to work on. And here's the thing. And then you have 2 cups right here on the Temperance card. He's mixing these 2 cups together. So I feel for a lot of you, you have the opportunity to turn your situation in life around by kind of looking at what you do have in life and mixing that all together, right? And I feel like I've said this to you before, Leo, so it's probably a repeat message, but that's really what I feel the Temperance card is saying in your reading, is that it's time to take account of your skills, your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, and figure out how you can use them in a new way. This could be in work, in business, in your love life, could be anywhere. But I would look with the Hermit showing up here. I feel like the Hermit is very important in this reading as well. I feel like the Hermit is saying now it's time to look back at the past 20 years, look at what you learned, look at the challenges that you've been through, and say to yourself, what is this all adding up to? What is this all going to equal in the future? With the Two of Wands, you have the Originality card. Yes, any new original ideas are going to lead to a lot of success for you, Leo. So I would be experimenting, trying new things. I've probably said this to you before as well. But again, Pluto and Aquarius is really going to value new creative experiences, doing new things, all that other stuff. And so I would look for new ways of, making money, new ways of being successful, whatever the case may be here, I would definitely do it. With the Five of Cups here, you have the Companionship card, new love for sure. I think there's a much better person, not really, again, I think this reading's mostly about you, but I really do feel there's also could be a very strong connection coming in for you. Could be a Gemini or a person who has a lot of Gemini in their chart. We see Gemini twice here. And I feel this is like a true companion. This is more than just a lover. I feel like this is a best, it gives me that, best friend lover type of connection. So I think it's something that's much more fruitful than anything you've experienced in the past as well. So that looks good. With the Temperance card, you have this Bluff card. I feel like you're showing people what you're made of. Again, I think, pretty much collectively, I think everybody should be, it's like time to shine. It's for everyone. It's time for people to, kind of really go for it and really make something happen in their lives. But you could be doing things that maybe people don't believe you can do, or maybe people have said you couldn't do. We even next in this next row of your future, you have this card that says believe in yourself. And you also have this parrot that says watch your words. So I think you need to use words that speak strength into your life. You are the strength card. So it's definitely time for you to speak, strength over what you are trying to accomplish or the things that you're trying to do in your life. And if you do that, then you will be successful, of course. But again, I really feel that you could be kind of coming out of nowhere in a lot of ways. Like people could be like, where did this person show up from, right? Like you could be, it's almost like gives me the energy of bursting onto the scene. So you could be, again, if you're working on a project, a business, you could be becoming successful very quickly, but really I don't think it's been quick. I think it's like 20 years of self-education, 20 years of hermit going through a dark night of the soul, or whatever the case may be. So again, it's not like clickbait here. Like I'm not trying to say like, oh, this is happening overnight. No, I think it's taken 20 years for you to do this, and maybe that's what you need to realize. Sometimes I think we have to pat ourselves on the back, sometimes people do become an overnight success, but again, really it wasn't overnight. It was like 20 years of hard work and all this other stuff. I also feel this is saying, again, watch your words. So watch your words. You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, card of stability. Four of Pentacles is financial stability as well. I feel pretty good about this. Normally, I don't really like the Four of Pentacles. It's too much playing it safe energy. He's kind of playing it safe. But at the same time, I feel that you are getting to a more stable place that you are trying to protect. And, again, I really don't feel bad about that. I think it's probably a good thing. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You are going to be the person that changes your fortunes. The whole entire reading is all about you. Even if we go here, we have the Temperance card up to the Wheel of Fortune. And so I think that you mixing things together that you have learned, that's going to be what creates the most success for you. We've been talking about this for a couple weeks now. I would really be, implementing new ideas, trying new things, presenting your work in different ways. But I do feel that there is, some sort of evolution going on with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like, it's not so much that your fortunes are changing. It's more like you have gone around the wheel or something. I hope that makes sense. It's like you've learned something, like I said, over 20 years, and now you're coming back to the top of the wheel. And, there's something about that. There you go. You have the Lovers. Definitely could be love coming in for you if you want love. It kind of feels like a side thing to me. So I don't mean like you're not going to love this person. I think this could be a true companion that's coming in for you. But maybe it's just not immediately your focus at this time or this month even. Although, like I said, it is a pretty good love year. Or the summer, June till like September is a pretty good time, I feel, for starting connections or getting into new connections. I would say even if you get into a connection and then you can get it through to the beginning of next year, like into the beginning of next year, then I would say this could be a very solid connection. The reason I'm saying that, we have Mars going retrograde in Leo at the end of the year. So I think for a lot of you, sometimes though Mars retrograde isn't always the best for relationships. But what I would say is if you get into one now and it survives, that time, then that could be a really good clue for you that, that you're with a good person that would be worth it. With the Four of Pentacles, you have this protection card. Like I said, I feel that you are protecting your finances, or again, it seems to me like you're getting to that place where you can take a breath with your finances, so you're not having to, worry so much about money or where your money is going to come from or any of that other silly stuff. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have this enthusiasm card. So many things for you to be excited about. I feel that there's a lot of energy that's coming in for you that's going to make you very happy. Again, we have this card that says opening what does it say? You have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitation. That's the key word there. It's like without limitation. And this is going to make you really happy. But again, the other thing I would say is if you've had to learn lessons about money and now you're making a bunch of money, make sure you implement those lessons. Like don't waste all your money. Don't, spend it all in one place, all that other good stuff. With the Lovers, you have this generosity card. Yeah, I think you would be attracting a real giver type of person. I have a ton of Leos in my life. My dad, my brother, my aunt, my two cousins, basically Leo, right? So I have a ton, and I have more than that. So I have a ton of Leo in my life. I think Leos do really well with generous partners, of course. So I think that, having a person who is like a giver, giving energy, caring energy, very like nurturing energy would be good for a Leo right now, especially. You have this pig card. It says, beware of greed. I would be careful of greedy people at this time. I would also say, like, if you're making investments, again, we have all this Taurus energy, and even just Uranus and Taurus does not, like, get rich quick. So I would be careful of anything, any get rich quick things, investments, courses that claim that you're going to be driving a Lamborghini tomorrow or anything like that. Now, the exception to the rule is if you are, learning something new from a person and it's like a slow process that goes in an order, because you have this order card right here, then that is a different story, as long as there are no overinflated promises, right? So I would look out. That's really the vibe I'm getting there. It's like, I would be careful. You even have this rat card. It says someone working against you or behind your back. I don't really feel that, there might be, but I think this is more saying, be careful of anything that is too good to be true. And this could be in any area of your life. You have this axe card. It says forces working against you. So maybe, I would be careful. I'm going to pull another card because those basically say the same thing. But what I would say here is if you do have people working against you, cut them out. You have this broom. It says new home, new attitude. Really good time for people to move, travel, do new things. So again, if you're doing anything new, could be a lot of success there. You have this moon card. It says changes in your life. We see a lot of positive change and an increase in your abundance. You have this hand. It says in need of help, assistance, or guidance. I think all fixed signs should be getting help from other people, even if it's like an accountability partner, a friend, a parent who can help you do things. Getting answers from other people could be extra special right now. But this looks amazing. I love it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.